BraveFathers.com. Welcome to the Brave Fathers Show. And now, the prophecy.
We are bringing you the prophecy. Thank you for joining me. This is John Paul from BraveFathers.com. And of course, we're going to have Jason right here in a moment. He's probably putting on makeup or something behind the scenes. Thank you for coming. Today, we are going to talk about family courts, high conflict women, and the decline of the Western civilization. So let me set this so I can monitor. And I'm going to put Jason on right now. And I have a crazy story for you today. Yes, Jason, how are you doing? Welcome
I'm
to the
good.
show.
Thank you. Thanks. Good. Thanks for reminding
Yeah,
me to.
I
Thanks
have.
for reminding me.
Look, I'm the prophecy. I bring the truth. It's what I
Right.
do. So listen, I've got a crazy story today. So check this out, and it ties into what we're doing, right?
Right.
So I had a court here. I had a court hearing. It was, everything basically went according to plan. So I'm there in the courtroom. I'm looking on the board, where they list the hearings for the
Yep.
day. So I'm not gonna say who was in the hearing today because of what happened and because of what I'm gonna say. But at some point, I'll probably talk about it if I choose to. But you understand in a moment why I'm saying that, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So I'm looking at that. So I go to the usher, and the ushers know me by name, like they know me because I make a
You
joke
make
with
yourself
the
known.
security. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, because you know how it is. You want them to know you. You want them to know you come in peace. And if anything happens, they are on your side because they know you and they trust you.
Yeah.
So I always joke with the security that I need to get my mattress, because I might as well sleep in the courtroom.
I
But so I look at
take
the board.
Haribos in. I take Haribos into mine. I try and bribe them with Haribos.
You take what?
I try and bribe them
Say
with
that again.
Haribos. I try and bribe them with Haribos. I take my packets of Haribos in.
Thank you for thank you for that tip. So listen. So I look on the board. I see all the listed cases. So I'm like, oh, I want to see that. So I go to the usher. This is gonna be public, isn't it? She's like, yeah. So yeah, I want to be there. But it's a small courtroom, so she's like, okay, she's gonna tell the judge. She goes to tell the judge. The judge knows me because she sat, in my on me, like on my one of my issues. But she didn't have a problem. She says, yeah, you can come sit, observe. So the person who I was not interested in, I was interested in the other company actually that was involved. But this person, you don't know the person, but you know the person's voice, right? And the reason why is part of the reason why I don't want to disclose yet or today the name. Or if I get drunk, then no, I won't do that. But you know the person's voice because every single weekend in every nightclub in the United Kingdom, that they play a song of that person,
Okay.
right? Don't try to guess because there's like two or three, when you go clubbing, there's like 2 or 3 songs. Anywhere you go, pub to pub, wherever, that song plays, right? So this is one of those songs. So I didn't know that person because everybody knows the song, but most people don't know the face, most people don't know the name. But if you
Yeah.
tell them, they're like, oh, is it? So I didn't know. And I didn't give a shit,
Yeah.
right? And mind you, we're talking about high conflict women today. So this tells me, she tells the usher, yeah, you disappear for a moment. So she tells the usher she wants to talk to me before I go into the courtroom.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm like, I don't need to, but it's a small court. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the person like who causes trouble, because I tend to cause trouble. So I try to pretend sometimes that I don't. So she says I should talk to her. So I'm like, you know what? First of all, why isn't she coming to me? But fair enough. So I get up, I go, I try to shake the hand.
Right.
Oh, she doesn't shake hands. I said, okay. So she's with her entourage, all female. hello, do you so I introduced myself, I'm John Paul, oh, so one was very nice, she shook my hand. It's a pleasure to meet you, nice to meet you. The other one next to her, she also doesn't shake hands. I'm like, okay, well, to the one that shook my hand, I'm like, it was nice to meet you. Because it was nice to meet her.
Yeah.
Not the rude ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then the starlet, let's call her starlet, she's like, it was nice to meet all of us. I'm like, no, but I'm like, okay, I'm not going to start arguing now. So she's like, why do I want to go into the hearing? I'm like, it's a public hearing. You can come into here and observe. She's like, yeah, but what do I gain from it? I said, oh, I just want to see it. But I said, yeah, but what is in it for me? I'm like, I said, I love litigation. So I just want to see the case. I have my reason, but I don't have to explain myself to her. I was already pissed off because I'm like, the judge was already giving permission. And she's like, oh, I'm going to object to you coming in. I said, well, you have to take it up with the judge. So then she goes to the usher and says, look, she doesn't want me in the hearing. And the usher knows me, right? And actually the usher, okay, don't go too deep. So the usher knows me. So the usher says, okay, she's going to tell the judge.
She says
so the
usher's female. The usher's female.
Yes. Yeah, so everybody's female.
Okay.
So the usher says, okay, she's going to tell the judge. By the way, also female. So the judge prints out a set of rules saying if none of these apply, as far as she's concerned, is a public hearing. So then she's like, she underlined one saying that's private information. But then she says, oh, somebody else is coming and she's got all these people with her. So I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we have, because there is, the reason why we have public hearings is for the sake of transparency. We don't have that in family courts for the most part. We have, bloggers and stuff like that sometimes, but we don't have that. So I'm like, look, it's a public hearing, it's transparency. That's a big company. I might be working with that company one time, which is the reason why I wanted to be there. And that says, yeah, she understands. Then the judge is going to deal with it.
Right.
So to cut the long story short, the judge finally is like, look, because she's like, tell the judge all these people are coming, but he can't come in. So the judge says, okay, she can come in by herself, or if she has a Mackenzie friend, because she was a litigant in person, she can come in, and the other lawyers can come in as well, because she's going to decide. So basically, it turns out, okay, they'll redact some information during the hearing, because it was more of a director's hearing, but it's either she comes in by herself with whoever she decides to be her Mackenzie friend,
yeah,
and none of her people are coming in,
okay,
or everybody's coming in.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she decides that everybody should come in. So I'm just sitting there getting ready, and one of them is passing me. She's Jamaican, I believe. She's like, suck your mother. I'm like, what?
Really?
Like, okay.
Well, who was this? Does she work Does she work in the court?
No. She's one of the people with the star.
One of the entourage.
Yes.
Wow.
And I think I had a fucking cunt, but I don't know if I had correctly.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's why I said we are talking about high conflict women today. So mind you, this female is a litigant in person.
Yeah.
So finally her sister comes in. We are walking towards the court, because they said, so they are already inside the court.
Right.
So they said everybody can come in. So I go in. This woman looks at me and she's like, who is you? Like,
why are you in there? Yeah.
No, whilst we are walking, where they take you through the corridor into the courtrooms.
Yeah.
So we are walking towards it, and she's just arrived. So they're like, okay, everybody can come in. And she's like, who's you? I'm like, I'm not saying anything because I don't have a habit to answer stupid questions. So the usher is explaining to her it's going to be a public hearing, so everybody can come in. I go in, I'm trying to sit down. This one is trying to push me off my chair. Obviously, I'm male, so I'm heavier. So I just sit down. The starlet turns around. Can I get up and go and sit over there so these people can sit together? So I'm ignoring her. So she's repeating herself. Then the judge says they came together, so I should please let them sit together. I said, yes, judge. You understand? I don't mind the judge telling me.
Yeah, fair.
But you don't fucking tell me where I should sit because I walked in. I came in first. I came in on time. You guys were almost late and so forth. You can't just tell me where to sit.
No, fair.
So the hearing starts. I'm just doing the hearing. I'm writing my notes. The hearing is, listen, it's a public hearing, so I can say what happened. I'll protect some of the details because I understand. I felt sorry for her in a way, but at the same time, I didn't feel sorry for her because I was like, if you can't even get, because I'm telling you, if I tell you the song, you'll be like, no way. You understand what I'm saying? Because every club, if not every club, in every city on the weekends, it's played. Like there's not one city in the UK where that song will not be played on the weekend.
Okay, well,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, because the case is ongoing.
Can you play the song? Can you play the song? Can you play the song?
No, because then it takes it to at some point. I'm gonna follow the hearing because I don't want a situation where she goes online and says, when I come to the hearing, even though I have the right to talk about the case because it's a public case. You understand what I'm saying?
Fair.
I
You
don't
want to make sure you get in. You want to make sure you get back in. You want to make sure you get back in.
I want to make sure I get in. Yeah. Because it's gonna take a while before they finish. So basically, long story short, the judge cannot understand any of her claim. She wants to amend it, blah, blah, blah. The big company people are like, look, if you amend it because it's out of time and, they have to be able to reject or accept it because they might ask for a summary judgment if it's all nonsense. She's arguing back and forth, arguing with the judge. The judge printed out the practice directions for her, saying, look, this is the practice directions. Go and read it and write your statement according to the practice directions so that we know what the fuck you're asking the court to do.
Okay. Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there, I'm like, I could help you. I could literally, because I love your song.
Yeah.
I could literally not even charge you just to say, yo, because I love this. This is one of my favorite songs. Like, I'm actually going to buy it because I realized I don't have it on my iTunes. I'm like, I'm going to buy it. It's like, I was like, thank you. I'm so glad I saw it because I was like, yeah, go on.
Why didn't you offer help? Why did you because she was just up herself?
Yeah, because she was such a bitch. You're not shaking my hand. You're calling me names. You are commanding me about, telling me I can't come in.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm thinking,
it was the same person. So I see now. I see the same person saying you can't come in. So okay,
yeah. If I can't come in, then fuck you. I can't help you. You understand what I'm saying? And what's annoying is like it's just a draft of the particulars of claim. So all I need to know is what are you asking the court to do? Let's do this. Okay, let's draft this. The judge gave you specific because it's a very specific type of case because of the it's entertainment related. So gave you the specific practice directions, printed it out for you, so you know.
You've done everything basically for her. So she
removed irrelevant parts. That's how. You with me? So now,
totally.
On my screen. Okay, you there? Yeah. So I'm thinking I could turn your life around because I can see already the mistakes you are making with this claim, and I've realized she's fighting obviously for money. I'm like, I've realized, wait a minute, if you're acting like this, that means, because I'm into entertainment, right? So I have publishing books. I'm studying this because my plan in the next few years, I'm going to transition fully into entertainment. Like I'm gonna leave all this stuff behind. So I'm studying everything ahead of time, studying the law and things like that. So I'm like, I'll do it to learn.
Yeah.
Because your sister, because your sister can't do shit. Your sister is just the frowning. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? She's not like a proper Mackenzie friend. All that stuff.
She's just there to moral support, not to help you legally or lawfully.
Exactly. And the lawyers, the kind of lawyers that get like 500, 750,000 pounds per hour.
Yeah.
When they walk, gold sprinkles. Like that's how much money they make. You're going against them. And I've already told you them.
So she needs to be on her game. So she's narrowing her chances, and she's got someone sat there that can actually help her. And she's like, because she's a bit of an idiot and she can't even see it, she's like, you're by yourself, and that's probably why she's got no one going in with her in the first place.
Exactly. So I realized that. So I kept, so I was making my notes, and I realized the mistake she was making, and I realized why she's in that predicament. Because with the amount of plays that song gets, she could easily make at least $1 million on the side. Because I've checked, looked her up. She's not making. She's sued before. She's making peanuts. So I said, look. I said to myself, all right, at least I'm learning from this. I learned so much because the company is huge. Like if I say it, you'd be like, oh, everybody knows who they are, right? So it's because they've got big stars that you know, like all the big stars that you know, not all, but like what I'm saying, major stars.
Okay.
And her song is top charts. I'm talking top charts.
Okay.
Like you understand?
I'm intrigued as to who it is though. It's like you're saying it's like I really want to know who it is.
Stick around to find out. but listen to this. So now this woman, finally we get through the hearing. So I'm like, okay. So the judge, is there anything else? And then everybody's like, no, everybody's settled, right? So what happened was, I'm like, okay, so everybody's still sitting there, but I know that judge. When you finish, she just sits there. She doesn't like get up. She doesn't leave.
Yeah.
So you just go. So I'm the first to go. Do you know what happened?
Go on.
The sister got up and banged the door behind me.
So slammed it shut.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. So I'm going in. The usher is like, what happened? Because the usher could hear like there was a bit of commotion. I'm like, the usher didn't want to agitate her either. So I was like, let them go. So then the starlet comes out. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it? Did you gain anything for yourself from it?
Wow.
I said, listen, you know what? I wish when we met, it was more pleasant because I was actually rooting for you. She's like, oh, so are you still rooting for me now? I'm like, I don't even know what your case is. Because nobody knows what the fuck her case is.
Yeah.
She wants money. You can guess, but because of how she is, she's all over the place, you can't get the actual understanding of what she's looking for.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know your case. She's like, oh, so you don't even understand it. I'm like, I just wish you all the best. And then they walk off. I'm trying to say hello to her lawyers just to meet them because they're from the big record label.
Yeah.
She's coming around. So I'm like, you know what? I said, nice to meet you. Have a nice evening. Like,
Okay.
she just stood around and left. But then you see, so then I chatted, stayed for them to go. Then I left. But she reminds me of someone I know. But out of respect, I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about. But you might guess. Somebody close. That's as far as I'll go. I swear, because when I was listening to that, I was like, you sound like I'm in one of my homes in the past. Do you know what I mean? I was like, it sounds like I'm there, like the way she was going about it. And I've cut out some of the details, to cut because there was a lot of nonsense. But then I said to myself, like I said before, I said, and this is gonna piss some people off, and maybe in future I'll be considered under the new labor laws as a horrible person, right? But I'm like, these females are coming in, high conflict.
Yeah.
Like, I just said hello, and you're already in conflict with me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Within the first 3 minutes, you've managed. You don't know what. I could be a reporter from a big magazine.
Yeah.
I could be a record label person thinking, you know what? Let me check her out. Who knows? Maybe in 5 years' time, which has happened to me before.
Who knows what you could be? Who knows what you could be? Who knows?
I think I mentioned before I came to UK, I used to work for TV, and I used to meet people from all around. You never know where I'm gonna end up. You don't listen. It's like I'm not bragging, but I've done work where people from UK have traveled abroad and got like big shows. People didn't even know them, and I used my stuff to, because of what I was doing, and people knew them. Because, one trade secret is that I don't want to reveal too much of my secrets, but you can take somebody from, let's say, the States or UK or wherever, go to another country, go to a small town, push that person, and because of where the person is from, the radio stations can blow you up in a country or in a region, and you become a star in another country, even if nobody knows you where you are. But I've taken people who have charted in the UK, connected them to other people to get other deals in the past. And this person, I could connect her to people who she's not gonna get rich off me, but 5,000
You could
here,
help her along. You
10,000
could help her
here,
along the way.
because of the name. You understand? There's places where you could get some gigs. But even that aside, I could be a fan.
Yeah.
I could have loved your song, and I'm like, let me come and support you.
There's not enough love
You
in
see
the
what I'm
world. That's the
saying?
problem. There's not enough love in the world. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I was thinking, so bringing back to the family court, I was like, how many family court cases are started just like that?
All of them.
Where all of the, well, that's the truth actually. But because I'm just gonna say it, without females like this, the family court cannot survive. This was no family court, but I'm saying, like, if she has a family court case, I can just imagine what it's like.
I mean, imagine that. Look, I think I see you must see it all the time, though. You must see it all the time where you've got, like, I see it today. Even so, I see it today. Like, the thing is, the couple today, they actually can talk to each other, and they don't realize how valuable that is when you're going into family court proceedings and you're actually able to communicate. Unfortunately, a solicitor turned up, so how long that's going to go on for now, who knows? Do you know what I mean? But then they're in a good position. But then she doesn't like. It's again about a certain boundaries. Women, certain type of women, don't like it when a man asserts boundaries. I mean, and it's when they do assert boundaries, they're not respected, and that's what happens when you get into a relationship with somebody and you have a baby with somebody, and that person doesn't respect you or love you in the same way as you do them, and a woman will choose you. You might think you've chosen them, but they'll choose when they're in a relationship with you, and they'll choose when that relationship ends. And that's unfortunate, but then that's how it is. Even in today's world now, if you try and hold on to a relationship and try and what in the 80s might have been classed as romance or trying to hold on to that or trying to prove your love to somebody, now in today's world is coercive controlling behavior.
It's interesting you say this. So there was a judgment recently. I can't remember what the judgment was. I don't know if I mentioned last time. But the judge said one of the reasons why the father couldn't see the kids was because they were playing outside. One is 4, one is 6 years old, and he was on the 3rd story. I'm like, then come to every estate in Yorkshire or Midlands, take away all the kids? Because there's 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6 years old playing all the time, and the parents are just watching from the window or something. Am I wrong? So one of the reasons stated why the dad can't see the kids was that one kid is 4, one is 6 years old. So they have this small, I think it's a council estate, but you know the small ones, where it's like 2 or 3 stories. So on the 3rd story, and the kids were playing outside. And the mother complained about it.
And that's the reason why he couldn't see the kids. And that's the reason why he couldn't keep the kids.
One of the reasons. And the judge cited that as one of the reasons, that he's irresponsible, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, because I live in,
that's where I grew up. That's how I grew up. That's how I grew up that way. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I go outside, I'll see kids 2-year-old, even 2-year-olds with 3, all over, everywhere. So I'm like, then take every kid in the UK from their parent. Like, it's crazy sometimes when they do this stuff, you know.
That's really bad. That's really bad because again, it shows how it's double standards. Though, in terms of if you try and hold a professional accountable for not doing their job when it comes to safeguarding your kids, whether it be at school, because I've got lots of that going on, where they're not updating the school records, the pupil records, and they should be in the safeguarding. When they say a conflict between 2 parents. And it's not a conflict between 2 parents. It's one parent disobeying a court order and doing what they want. And then because it's an easy thing to say is a conflict, and it's a dad bringing the conflict, because that's generally how it is when it's not. And you've got records to show that it's not, and a child protection plan that says it's not. And it's like these people, the professionals, they will take a side, and it's generally going to be mum's side. And that's when the amount of dads I've got now who are scared to exert parental responsibility. When they've got the kids in their care, some of them don't know. They're too scared to, they wrap up in cotton wool. They're too scared to give them back with a scratch on them or with a graze on them because it's going to be made out into something that it's not. And look, society is not set up. Society is not set up for men to be sole providers for their children. There's no in men's play in toilet. So there's no baby changing units. You got baby changing units in women's toilets. So there's nothing set up nothing's set up to support a man be the sole person that brings up the child. And
It's interesting because I saw
go on.
I saw a father going to court today. His daughter, excuse me, his daughter was looked like about 3 years old. She was very excited anyway. So I was like, lucky you. But I was thinking, you know, like what he must be going through. But you're right, because tomorrow around 1 o'clock on X, I'll be talking with Dr. Stephen T on X platform. I think I'll stream to YouTube as well, and we are going to address what you just said, because I have an argument, and I'm gonna over the next few weeks I want to get to the truth of it, because I agree with you that men don't seem to hold power. And a lot of people blame the fall of the Western civilization on feminism. Some blame it on immigration, right? So, and I've watched your video on that as well. And it was quite an interesting take you had. But here's my take. Because my take is that these high conflict women, like the one I described and like the ones a lot of fathers deal with, the reason why they are created is, personally, I just believe many of them have serious mental health issues that were undiagnosed.
Yep.
Like I said, I love the work of Hannah Spear, MD. She talks a lot about it. I'm actually going to subscribe to her professional channels for psychiatrists and stuff, just to learn more about the psychology. But a lot of them get undiagnosed, or they get like a politically correct diagnosis.
Yeah.
And but truly, and I remember reading this the first time about 10 years ago, and they said it was lack of male authority. Some guy said it, and I couldn't understand it then, but now I see it, because, like you said, they will say is a coercive control, but you have to set boundaries. What do you think?
Well, yeah, if you get if okay, so there's certain boundaries, but then there's if you get into, if you're in a relationship, right, and the relationship breaks down, that the relationships break down because there's a lack of communication.
Mm-hmm.
If one of the other, and generally it's, well, from my experience and the people I deal with, it's the woman doesn't want the relationship anymore, but she hasn't told the man that she doesn't want that relationship. So she's going to continue in that relationship. And so the man thinks he's loving her, but anything that he does, because she doesn't like him anymore, anything he does, it makes her skin crawl. She doesn't like it because she doesn't like him anymore. So then the resentment starts growing, and then they turn it into, it gets really ugly because she hasn't told him that she doesn't want to be with him anymore. So the more he tries, the more it looks as if he's being abusive. But he's not being abusive. He's just trying to hold on to the relationship that he's got, and they see that as being coercively controlling or whatever. But he hasn't got a clue that she doesn't want to be in a relationship with him anymore, and that's because she hasn't communicated that with him.
Mm-hmm. You see, I agree with you, but I want to add something. My contention is that she, from beginning. Okay, let me ask you this: have you ever gone out and said, "I'm going to buy a pair of shoes today"?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone out and said, like on a night out, let's say when you were single, "Oh, I'm going out. Hopefully, I'm going to meet a girl today"?
When I was younger, yeah.
So you have, okay. Not this weekend.
I've never. My days now, I don't go out now expecting to meet some bird. I don't go out now. I don't go because I'm old now, and I don't. I see too many red flags. If I'm going out on a date with someone, like they're buying the first drink, I'm not wasting my money.
No, that's fine. But here's what I'm saying. I think there's women who go out, and I'm also looking from over here in women's conversations. Yep. They are going out to find a guy. But when they are going out to find a guy, they are not looking for love.
No. Yep.
They're looking for a mark.
They're looking for a night out. They're looking for a night out.
Yeah, but not only that. When they're looking for a relationship, they are not looking for a loving relationship. What they are looking for is
materialistic.
Who is going to be good? But say again.
Materialistic. They're looking for product. They're looking for product.
Exactly. They are asking. I'm not saying they do that all the time with all men, but they say, look, I hate my job. I need to find a guy with a good property to marry him. basically, and then cash out. So what I'm saying is, by the time the relationship breaks down, it is not that the relationship broke down. It was never intended to be carried through. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yep.
When she said, "Till death do us part," she didn't mean it.
Because if she meant it,
You understand what I'm saying?
Because if she meant it, you'd work through it. Does that make sense? Look at
Yes.
the older
So she
people.
didn't mean it.
Look at the elder generation. Look at the elder generation. Yeah, the elder generation. There's very few people who can hold down a relationship. And what it'll be when have held down a relationship is they've slept. The woman has slept with less than one person. I know one person, but I had a crush on her at school, and I won't say her name, but like she's with the same one person now that she was with when she got to school, and she's got had 5-6 kids, happy and whatever. But that's because she slept with one person. Only ever slept with him. She's got nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, but see, I don't agree with that point. And tomorrow, like at 1:00, like I said, I'll be talking about it with Dr. Stephen T. Hopefully, he can make it because I think he's got some things going on. But if we can get him, because where I disagree with there is this: if I should bring it back home to the basic premise, men in our society today are not taught how to deal with women. Period.
No, yeah, agree.
The reason why I spent many years learning from the older guys, like older players, I just wanted to know.
Yeah,
So because of that, I had experience that most guys, I know guys who are way more experienced than me because I learned from them and I still learn from them. But the average person doesn't understand like a lot of basic fundamentals. So one of the fundamentals is that you have to lead your relationship. And the way you lead your relationship is, let's say like now, you and I have this at 9:00, right? Let's say, let's say, who do I like that is famous, that could get it? Okay, people hate me for this one. I'll say Tyler because she's young. She's like 21, 22, 23. So she could get it, right? And people would hate me saying it. So I think that's a good example. If Tyler calls me, I don't know if you know that singer, but if she calls me, or Beyonce or whoever, Shakira, if she calls me, she's looking good. She's looking good. She's looking better now than she was when she was younger.
Yeah.
Way better. So let's say we have this at 9 or 9:05, and Shakira calls me at 9:04. The average guy is gonna be like, "Yo, I've got to cancel."
Yeah.
Because
Shakira's calling me.
But if I'm leading the relationship, and I'm not talking about business. If it's business, it could be understandable. If it's mutual, it's like, listen, Shakira is calling, I can get on the show, it will increase my views, it will increase your views. That's different.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to fuck her. That's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're a man and you're leading your relationship, you have to be willing to say,
No.
I'll never fuck Shakira because at 9:05, I have this podcast with Jason.
Yes.
That's
you know what?
leadership.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Because I had a mate. I had a friend that fucked me over like 3 times with because of his dick, basically, more than anything else.
Yeah.
I cut him off. I said to him last time. After the 3rd time, I was like, "You know what? Don't worry about it anymore. Don't worry about it anymore."
So because we are talking also about the fall of Western civilizations, and I think over the next few weeks it's getting a hot topic. So I want to get to the root of things and get different views. But that is the fall of the Western civilization, because the first thing the guy thinks is, "Oh, she's hot. How can I impress her?"
Yeah.
She's asking, "Oh, so what do you do?" "Oh, really? Are you this?" She doesn't give a fuck about you. She's measuring your wallet.
What can you give her? What can she get from you? That's what she wants. How do you add value to her life? How do you add value to her life?
Yeah.
What can you give her? And once she's got what she needs and she doesn't need you anymore, you'll be gone.
But you see, so a lot of guys will argue, "Oh, excuse me, vetting women doesn't work, leadership doesn't work." I'm like, but you never led. Like, my situation was bad, but the reason why I was able to survive and get out is because I had things in place. Like, I do admit, like I always do, I had some emotional deficiencies where I was immature.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
luckily for me, because of a certain structure, I was able to escape a lot of things but that doesn't mean I didn't go through a hard time. I did. But if not for those things, I would have gone deeper into it. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the problem is, as long as guys are trying to impress females, that is the fall of Western civilization. It is not the immigrants, it's not the feminists. Because what the feminists, you see, what the feminist is like acid, or a catalyst, rather. Let's say a catalyst. So you pour it in, it speeds up the reaction. But it is
Yeah.
not the cause of the reaction. So around, I believe, 1918, around the First World War, 1917, the British government realized, because they used to arrest feminists, but
Did
they
they?
realized, wait a minute, yeah, they used to in the beginning, yeah, they used to, and then they realized, no, because they always used to cause trouble, they would cause commotion, they would cause a lot of conflict.
Yeah,
High
yeah.
conflict woman, you understand?
Yeah.
No, when you watch the black and white videos, the old film, you see them with their dresses and the police are, the constable hat and all that, and they're like dragging the
Oh,
feminists
yeah, yeah.
around.
I've
So
seen
they
it. I've
used
seen
to,
it. I've seen it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I think.
yeah, yeah. So go on.
No, I was just I was saying there's you see that hasn't changed, but then I think it's got accepted because they saw money in it. They saw that they could make money out of it.
Yes, and the government realized it's a great tool to control the men.
And it's a good way of it's a
So
good way of breaking down the family. It's a good way of breaking down the family.
exactly. So it gives you control because you can control the feminists are led. You see, somebody said this, and I'm looking for the original quote, but I got it from Mr. Locario, who I have an interview with him, by the way. Check that out. Watch Mr. Locario. The audio was bad on my part, but listen to the interview. You see a lot of where I'm coming from.
Okay.
And Locario, I learned a lot from him as well. But we had some of the same mentors, but he went like further. He proper went into it, So like Mr. Locario was divorced, and we spoke a little about it.
Yeah.
He didn't have to pay half his anything, and in fact, he says he wants to give his wife half. Do you know why?
Why?
Ask me why.
Why? Go on. Why?
So when he met her, he was broke. She was working. She was a teacher.
Okay.
She would give him half because at the end of the month, half of his salary was his.
So he's doing the honourable thing. He's doing the honourable thing. He's doing the honourable thing. He has no issue with that because he's doing the honourable thing.
But mind you, they were together for about 7 years, I think, before they got married.
Okay.
Because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was giving him half his salary every month, so he could do what he ever chose to do with it. So that's leadership. And guys be like, oh, but they won't go for that. They won't go for that with you.
Yeah.
Because what are you presenting? What's the structure have you put in place? Because if a female comes in, let's say I had a girl which she wouldn't get a chance to do this, but let's say she got a chance to see me do this, right? Because a new girl doesn't get that close to me.
Yeah.
And she sees like, oh, and I've had girls like that. I'm doing my practice. Oh, but let's have sex. I have practice. You understand what I'm saying?
Priorities. You're not prioritizing them. You're not putting them where they. No, you're not. Yeah.
Listen. Go on. Sorry.
Doesn't that says something about if they're it's that type of women. Women aren't being brought up to be women. That's the problem. Women are being brought up by women who are that way.
But I disagree with that though. But sorry, finish your thoughts. Forgive me. Finish your thoughts.
I just think that women are like women are how men used to be. Yeah, you look on the tube. How you look on the tube? Look on the tube, right? When you're on the tube on a Friday or Saturday night in London, like the women are like all over the place, being all loud in the boxes, and it's like men aren't doing that anymore. Men, you see the odd group of men doing that, but like there's more women than there are men doing
it. You're right. However, consider this is the painful truth that I had to accept about myself, and I give credit to Locario for that as well, because I did my first interview with Locario about 10 years ago, where a mentor I had, he's died now. I actually brought him to the UK. Long story, long time ago. I don't want to reveal too much because I got cancelled for that shit as well by in those days. But because I realized while listening to Locario, I was like, it's not like I couldn't get a girl.
Right.
But I realized I wasn't really a leader. So my game was weak because having sex with a girl means nothing.
Yeah.
People think, oh, you scored, you got no, it means nothing.
It's just sex. It's just sex.
Ex-
It's just well,
Yeah, because imagine a girl giving you half a salary because she respects you. She respects you so much. She knows you are broke. She has a good job. She's attractive. She's hot.
yeah,
She can get any guy she wants. She's got DMs. All the stuff that people are talking about. She's got the same thing. But she's like, nah, what this guy is giving me, I can't get anywhere else. I've dated, and I spoke about it in my interview with Locario. So when I was working at the TV station before, there was this girl that was working there as well. And this famous rapper, I won't mention his name, forgive me now, but he wanted to take her home after a club night. And she was like, John Paul, please take me home. And he sent his manager, because my friend was driving, to our car and was like, oh, he really wants her. I was like, no. So the rapper ended up paying for escorts. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
But the reason, but people will be like, how is that? And I had nothing. The first time I went to a fancy restaurant, she took me. She paid. You understand? Because I don't go to restaurants. So I've never gone on a first day to a restaurant because it's not something I do.
yeah.
And
Fair
if a
play.
girl tells me she wants to go to a restaurant, hey, are you paying? Then yeah. You see, but the thing is because of what I do. I don't like certain arguments. I don't do like, oh, like I swear a lot. We can get dirty in bed, but I don't argue like, oh, you fucking this. That's different. It's different
Yeah,
jokes, different being silly. I don't like arguments where I'm calling you names, you calling me names. I don't like that. I cannot be in such a relationship with a
yeah,
female.
yeah. Fair
You
play.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear that. That's
So,
what I'm
so
saying. I'm the same. I can't do conflict. I can't. If someone's going to come with me high conflict and be like, "I will in the face," I just don't want to know. It's like any sort of. In fact, anytime conflict comes my way now, I think as a result of my relationship as well with my ex-wife, like I go every time a female's come at me with high conflict and shouted at me, I sort of have a panic attack. I don't know why, but I don't know what to do. It's sort of like it takes me back to a place where, because my ex-wife used to go crazy on me, and it's like I don't want, I can't have that conflict. I just can't have it. Even on the street from a bloke, I can defend myself, and I would do really bad things if anyone laid a finger on my daughter. Yeah, I would do really bad things to him. Yeah, but like my tolerance level now is really, really high, and that's thanks to my ex-wife, because
yes.
once you've gone through what you go through, anyone go through what I've gone through, and there's lots of people that do, and worse. Once you get through the end of it, and in family court, once you get through the end of it, you've sort of like everything. Life's in slow motion afterwards. Do you know what I mean? Life is like
It is.
and that's the thing. That's why I'm single, because I go out on a date, and like I see too many red flags. I can't. I won't sit around for it. And the other reason I'm single is because I go all in. So I don't want to go on date. Like, this is who I am. This is who I am. You don't like it? Like, see you later. Do you know what I mean? I'm not out to
I'm
impress
with
anyone.
you. So to address, that and something else you said earlier, which is like women acting like men, which is true. But what I'm saying is, if we are at a stage where most men, if you tell men you should lead, they get angry.
They don't know how.
People think like I'm a male feminist. I'm like, you must be insane, like to think I'm a male feminist.
People think I'm a misogynist. People think I'm a misogynist. I'm like, I'm not a misogynist. I'm not a misogynist at all. I'm not.
So the women think I'm a misogynist. The men think I'm a misandrist.
Wow.
But the reason why they think that is, because I bring the prophecy, I've transcended it all. I've transcended it. You see, the gender war is a stupid idea. I'll tell you why. Okay, and I'm gonna ask this question tomorrow as well, Dr. Stephen T. But let me ask you this question. Don't answer, but just think of the answer. So everybody watching also think of the answer. Think of a country right now where you know for sure there's absolutely no feminism. Can you think of such a country?
Probably no.
Don't say
no,
it. Don't
probably,
say it.
No, yeah. I can, yeah.
Consider a country where, okay, look at some of the countries that have been invaded by the West over the past. I'm sure there's one you can think of. There's no, like, those motherfuckers, there's no feminism there, right?
Yep. And then we go
If we
in.
want to, okay, so if we want to implement feminism, are we going to send Hannah Gadsby?
No.
Are we going to send Kamala Harris?
Yes. But how does-
Will it work though?
No. You'd need to send.
Uh,
You,
Ka-
go on.
One more, AOC, because she could get it.
Yeah.
Are we going to send AOC?
Probably not. No. Probably not. No. I don't think you would.
Alexander, yeah. Who are you going to send?
What to introduce feminism?
Yeah.
You'd
If
send,
you're
you'd
like
send, you'd
remind-
send someone. You'd send someone young in. You'd start teaching it at schools.
Yeah, but in practice, because of the country I'm talking about,
Right. Okay. Okay.
how is the only way that it's going to take hold? Because as far as we know, they don't allow the media to talk to the women, right?
Yeah.
The NGOs cannot take hold. So what's the only way you can actually introduce feminism if you really want to?
Well, through a celebrity, I suppose. Through celebrities, I suppose. If you're gonna no,
They don't have the women don't have access to radio like that and music like that.
So how? Tell me how then. How? Tell me who? How it's got? Tell me how.
You have to send troops. You have to send.
You're gonna invade.
troops.
So basically, invade them. Invade. Basically, you send. You
Yeah.
overtake. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So we invade them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
So you
Yeah.
have
We're on
to-
the same page.
yeah,
I'm
but
with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but are you gonna send women or are you gonna send men?
Men. Well, you're gonna send men.
Exactly. So if the gender war was real, men would not go to another country, and the other country guys would not die first. They would die first
Yeah.
before you introduce feminism in their country.
Yeah. Of
They
course
will
will.
literally die first. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not doing happy life, happy wife.
No. Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life. But also, I can assure you, because we always try to portray that they hate women. I'm sure they love their women. I'm sure they cherish their women. I'm sure they do. I'm sure if you try to mess with any of their mothers or sisters, you will find out that you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my point here is the gender war is not real. Because if it was real, all the men everywhere would be like, you know what, fuck feminism. All the men complaining on social media would be like, screw this.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And that would be the end of feminism.
But
like feminism can be closed down in 24 hours.
Yeah. It could be. Wait, it could be, but there's too much money to be made. But I'm seeing a lot more. I am seeing a lot more on my social media feed. It's just my social media feed, but like women standing up for men, and women going back to basics and being at home, being homekeepers and that sort of stuff. Maybe that's just my feed.
But my point is, for the last 30, 40, 50 years, men have relinquished their leadership. So they didn't watch their fathers lead, they didn't watch their big brothers lead, they didn't watch their uncles lead, and so forth.
Yep.
So these females, even if you got rid of feminism today, they cannot respect those men. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, they won't respect them. It's a generational thing. It's because how they've been brought up. You need people to start living it again and start. The society needs to change again. But it's not going to change because men are second-class citizens. So it's not. The world is run by women.
But I'm with you. But the difference between the country I'm talking about, because I don't want to get political. That's why I don't want to say the name of the country.
Yeah.
And
we might be thinking about different countries. We might be thinking about different countries.
Yeah, but you can think of a country like that, right, where they have guns.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Right. What I'm saying is, those guys will die first before do what we are doing here.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, 100%. And
like not figuratively, literally, like
literally die. Yeah. They're literally because
and they have died.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So the society cannot listen. Your body has a skeleton.
Yeah.
The building you are in has got beams and what are they called? Beams and can't remember columns and beams.
Yeah.
Right? And has this main wall that supports the building and so on and so forth. You take those out, it collapses.
Yep.
Men are the structure of society.
Yes.
There's no. You cannot have a structure without men. Biologically, we are built, not just wired, built to be the structure of the society.
Yep.
So if men change, society will change. But we've gotten to a point where you may have to die for the change.
Yes.
And most of us want to live.
Yes.
That is the thing. Like what I've said now, if it was played in certain places, I could never get a contract, which has happened to me. I lost a lot of work. I lost a business because of this stuff, right?
Wow.
But I'm
Okay.
like, do you know what? I can't be who I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Fair
you know,
play.
I've been getting more into Carl Jung lately, and he says we have to make the change, but any change will always start with one person. It might as
Yep.
well be you. That is
Yep.
one of the best minds ever we've had in psychology. I think you only compare him with Adler and Freud, of course,
But
right? You know, so what I'm saying to you is, we cannot say women cannot. It's impossible for the woman to change if the men don't change. I'll say one more thing, and I'll hear your view. Because what I'm saying is this: if the woman today says, "Okay, I'm following a man," who? Andrew Tate? Like, Andrew Tate is mild to me, right? I think he's
yeah.
really mild. People think he's like, when I'm through with this, people will realize I'm the true prophecy, right?
Yep.
But I give respect to Andrew Tate, but I respect him and I love his work. I don't
Yep.
agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but I think some of this, the parts I don't agree with are the ones that make men subservient to women. That's what I don't agree with. You understand? I'm not against men being leaders and things like that, but I think
Oh
he's
no.
too
Yeah.
mild on that.
Fair enough.
You
That's fair.
understand? So
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
driving.
That's fair.
But who are they gonna follow? They can't follow the guy who says, "Oh, where do you want to go?" Because that's not leadership.
No, no, it's not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. So
They can't.
go
Go
on.
on, sorry.
Go on.
Yeah, so they can't follow the guy who says, "Oh shit, I only have 300 pounds. I'm gonna spend 200 pounds to impress her because she's hot." They can't follow him.
No, no, yep, yep.
They can't follow the guy who's acting all macho, all rah rah, but when she calls him an idiot, he smiles. She can't follow the guy that she's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't make it tonight," and she flakes on you 3 times, and you text, "Oh, are you free this weekend though?"
He's still
She
going back.
can't respect that.
Yeah. Fair.
She can't respect she can't respect the guy that she's known for 2 weeks and he's like, "Oh, I'm in love with you." It's like, motherfucker, you don't even know me.
You're describing a simp.
But most of this, you see, one thing that Nick Fuentes has said that I agree with, it says that the Western men have become simps. Even the people who think they are not simps are still simps. The fact that you are rude to women doesn't mean you're not a simp.
Yeah.
The fact that you're MGTOW doesn't mean you're not a simp, because you're still succumbed to the woman. You're like, "I can't play, it's too hard."
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my point is, if men change, women don't have a choice. They will change, because in the country I'm talking about, the women don't have a choice. I'm not saying let's imprison our women, not send them to school. I'm not saying none of that. But what I'm saying is, let's put structures in place. How do we do it? We start with like our youth said, we start with ourselves. Like Jordan Peterson said, clean up your room.
Yeah.
What's my structure? Like, I'm not saying I've arrived, because I've not, but I've realized this is what I must do. I must build my structure. And the same applies to the kids. I realized, wait a minute, the more structure I create, the better it is for everybody, and the more influence I have over the kid. I see parents say, and I learned this from one of my mentors. He's like, "Look, people are like, oh, my son is not athletic, but I want him to do well in sports." Well, are you jogging?
Yeah.
Like, I have put on too much weight because of stuff like this, right? I've put on fat. I can't now force my son. My son makes fun of me actually for that. But you know, I can't then force him to go and play football if I'm not training. I can't say do your writing and reading if I'm not studying for my business, for my law. Like, whatever you want the people to do, you have to do it.
Yeah. You be lead. You have to lead.
You have to lead. You go. That means you go first. And if we do that as a society, as men, the women, listen, their pussies will start getting wet for these motherfuckers once again. You understand?
Yeah.
Because when I say this, people think I'm a feminist, and that's like, that's crazy. I don't even like the word. When I say it, I cringe. But how is her pussy gonna get wet for you when you're scared to tell her no?
She needs to
If
want
you're
you, I suppose.
begging her for sex.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. How many guys have spent 100 hours minimum to learn how to get their pussy wet in their lifetime?
No. You learn every time you go, don't you? You learn every time you go. But like the fact is, there's no lesson for you. There's no lesson. There's no.
No, there are lessons. There are sex experts. You can buy books.
Well, yeah.
You can pay for coaching.
Yeah.
You
can pay for
understand
coaching.
saying?
You can pay for coaching, can you? You pay for coaching, can you? I've never checked that one.
Yeah. Even in UK, they have sex therapists, but I've not inquired into that. But they have them. You understand what I'm saying? So now you want to fuck your wife out of duty, not because she's so horny for you that she can't help it. Yeah, and you say, "Oh, my job is," because I've seen people posting that. I work hard at work. The least you could do is lay there for. I'm paraphrasing, but the least you could do is lay there for half an hour, or if you are more realistic, 3 minutes. You know? Do you get what I'm saying? But,
I hear you.
But it's not like I'm not taking the side of women.
Yeah.
But if you met her, and this is where people, I'm Christian, but Christians disagree with me, and she made you wait, like I'm not waiting 3 months for sex. If you waited 3 months or a year or whatever, and she doesn't want to have sex during the marriage, you started off that way. But if she's honest with you and she's horny, she gets judged. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm taking the side of the society, and at the end of the day, it's our children that matter. So both males and females have to change, but we have to start. What do you say?
When there's no children involved, you fuck like rabbits. That's what I say.
Yeah,
but when the children are made, sex stops, because that's when the sex stops. Yeah, when the children are alive. Yeah, that's generally when the sex stops.
But that's because, listen, I've been with quite a few single mothers, right? They still have sex. It's just,
they still have sex with the guy when they're pregnant. When they're ready. When do you think? When a lot of relationships break down, when men get frustrated because the baby's born, life gets hard, sleepless nights, sex stops, men like sex, they go off and cheat, whatever, or she doesn't want sex anymore, and yeah, that's
yes, but the point is, she was fucking him because she wanted to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And he was good enough.
Yeah.
Not because she was like, I'm dreaming of him.
No, yeah, fair.
You understand? And sometimes women sleep with a man to cover up an affair as well. Sometimes guys think, oh, now things are better. No.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And she's covering up. But you understand? But my point is, the guy entered the relationship naively because he expected. It's a deep topic, so it's something that over time we can explore. But I've spent years going into this,
studying
right?
This stuff. Yeah. I think I've heard you speak about this stuff before. I think it's good.
So what I'm saying is, the men entered the relationship expecting the society to coerce the woman into having sex with them, because in their mind is, society told me, go to uni, get a good job, provide for your wife, and as a reward, I'll get sex. Yeah. That's what the society told him. That's not what she told him.
No.
A woman is not a token given to you from society. She's a human being. She's a person.
Yeah.
A woman cannot say, I like sex. Do you know why? Ask me why.
Go on, why? Why can't a woman say she likes sex?
Sorry?
Why can't a woman say she likes sex? Why is that?
Because if she says she likes sex, right? Number one, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to hound her for sex.
Right.
Number two, she's going to get judged. Number three, the guy she's not attracted to but needs him for his money is going to want more sex from her.
We'll start wanting sex. Yeah. I like that.
So all this stuff, like there's a new term I'll be hearing, perimenopause. It's all bullshit.
Well, there's a few things you said there, right, about feminism. Like, men could stop feminism. Feminism exists because men let it exist. Yeah, that's the reality. You're right. If we wanted it to stop existing, we could just stop it. We could just put things in place, and what they're going to do, they're going to do nothing about it. They're going to. You have to do it. That is how it is. But the reality is that's not going to happen because the world's run by women. But the other thing is, women have got the system is, well, this is it. The system is set up to support women and children. It's not set up to support men. And if you look at
Mm.
and then look, let's take it back to the things, right? Women have got so much power as well, and they're allowed to get angry and shout and cause and be the fiery woman and whatever we're talking about.
Are
But
they though?
again, it's like society. If you get beaten up by a woman and you call the police saying you're getting beaten up, are the police going to come and looking for you like as quickly as what they would do for a woman?
In my experience, yes.
No. Like
I've seen situations.
Gone.
I've seen situations where the police, where I've seen arrests. I've
Yeah.
seen. To be fair, they may go a bit softer, but if you say you're pressing charges, they will take it away. I've even had a case where one guy, the police told him that, look, we need to take her. So
Yeah.
like
When it gets, yeah. Well, I see that when it happens. But then I've how often? I mean, I've had men after it's happened. I mean, even during it's happening, going into police stations saying I'm being abused, and they not do anything about it. And then they minimize it.
It happens.
They minimize it, and it makes it.
That's
but
true.
then the whole system, everything's set up to support that behavior.
But let me ask you this though.
Go on.
Yes, but look, I've been through this, right? We all have. So these are lessons, right? And these are some of these lessons. I understood them intellectually. I didn't understand them emotionally
Yeah.
until I went through the experience.
Yeah.
Who allows it?
The system.
No, it's we who allow it. Because if you say, hey, let's say I spilled a drink. Oh, you fucking idiot! I just cleaned it up. That should be an instant breakup. But because we want the pussy,
There's a tolerance level because when you get into a relationship, you accept a certain amount of things. You accept.
No, that is the deceit on the men in the West. That's what
Okay.
that's part of the prophecy I'm bringing.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I see. Okay, all right. So, well, look, I'm not being funny. Look, like we have got it in the West. It's just it's all wrong. It's wrong, mate. It's all wrong. It's like it's gone tits up. Society is not what it should be, and that's because the family nucleus is broken, and that's done because if you look at what's going on with Epstein and that sort of stuff, that stuff's that's crazy. That's crazy stuff. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've seen stuff on there that's just made me think twice about life. Like we are living in a world that isn't real, and society is the way it is because it's easier for them to get the kids. It goes back to what I'm saying. Kids go into foster care. I don't like public law. I hate it. But then I try not to deal with it because it's so messy. But like they take kids and the kids go missing. Yeah, and that's why society is the way it is because they want women to be promiscuous. They want people there's 45,000 people, over 45,000 kids in England, in United Kingdom, go missing every year. Where do they go? Yeah, where do they go? Now you know what they're doing in Epstein Island. That isn't just going on over there. That's going on over here as well.
I agree with you. So that's why our message is important. That's why I'm bringing the prophecy to the people. Because what I'm saying is this is what guys don't understand. And I can understand why they don't get it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if we, the men, don't fight, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, the first time she calls you an idiot, it should be a breakup. If you understand, we've been taught like the fucking perimenopause bullshit.
Yeah.
Damn the fucking bitch!
And
like, what the fuck you doing with that old hack for? Like,
why are you in a relationship with someone? Why are you in a relationship with someone that's speaking to them? I shouldn't have been in a relationship with someone that was. I shouldn't have tolerated what I tolerated at all.
Exactly. So, but now you wouldn't. So you learned your lesson. But a lot of guys don't learn their lesson.
But that's because at school we're taught. Hold doors open for women. Do this for women. Give your seat up for women. Do everything for women. Women aren't taught that at school. They're not taught how to treat men at school.
You are correct. So it has the effect of a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
It creates men that when a woman looks at him, her pussy cannot get wet.
They're subservient. That's what they are. Yeah. We push it down to
because sorry.
They're wet wipes. They're wet wipes.
Wet wipes. Yeah. So because now. That's what I'm saying. So what happens is a lot of the things people are saying, oh, it's communication, is this. It didn't break down. She never respected you. She was like, oh, he makes good money.
Yeah.
She can see some of your good qualities. Your sperm is good enough to get me pregnant. That's it. She never loved you. She has the guy that she really likes, who fucks her every 2 weeks when he has the time, if he finds the time for her. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's what it is. Because if he finds out, women love it. Women love it. Look, a man that treats them fucking bad, they love it. Shit. So
But that's not bad treatment. That is
of
not
course it's not.
bad
Of course it's not.
treatment.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. It's
what I'm
cheating
saying
me.
is, here's what I'm driving at, Jason.
Yep.
We have been taught a lie, and we live by
Yes,
the lie.
everything's a lie. Everything's been taught. We've been taught. Everything we've been shown.
Yes.
Everything we've been taught is a lie. Everything.
Yes. So the bottom line is, if the man says, "What you just call me? What the fuck, you fucking idiot?" Like the woman today,
Yep.
she can't pay me enough to fuck her. Like no matter what. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
Never. And I'm sure I will run across her in a way because I'm on the local scene. She doesn't know who I am. I do events as well. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sure I'll run into her at some point. But we are done. But a lot of guys will say, oh, she was stressed. I don't give a fuck if she watched her mother get stabbed and that's why she's doing it. You don't do it to me. Because why don't you do it to your boss? Why don't you do it to the judge? Why don't you do it, to the people that you who, at the bank where you're going to collect money? But men have been taught. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like they can't. It's not like they can't not do it. They can't. It's a choice.
Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice.
Exactly. So of course there's personality disorders and stuff, but let's say they are sane.
Yeah.
Look, but if men keep tolerating it, you see, if you are the kind of guy who allows a disrespectful woman, the woman who respects you cannot feel attraction for you.
Yeah.
But you're oblivious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because she'll tell by the way you do things.
Yeah.
Because she expects you to say, hey, meet me at this bar at 5 o'clock on Saturday. Please confirm if you can make it, right? She expects that.
Yeah.
She doesn't expect, good morning, queen. How was your work? What have you been up to? Paragraph. Hey, would you want to get catch a bite? She's like, this motherfucker lost me like 10 messages ago. So then he thinks he sent the wrong message. No, from the beginning, you should have told her, listen, this is what I want. So things like that. People think they are tiny, but the woman cannot be attracted to you. So because you've shown her already, you're not serious.
Yeah.
Because you don't value yourself and what you want enough to make it known.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're not high value enough. You're not giving yourself. You're not treating yourself. You're not giving yourself enough respect in the first place. Yeah.
Exactly. So a self-respecting woman will say, you know what? I just don't feel the spark.
Yeah.
But the bitch that don't give a fuck about you will be like, you know what? Yeah, we can go out, but where are you taking me to? And now you're like, oh shit, let me Google some nice place.
Yeah.
But you've lost. You think you've won by like, yo, see her picture. Damn. But you've lost the one who rejected you actually was nicer to you than the one who accepted you.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the one who rejected you, respected herself and realized, you know what, this is not gonna work. No swearing, please. This is my show. I like you, so please just watch the show as it comes. Thank you very much. We are adults here. We are adults here. Because he said no swearing.
Wow. No.
It's a grown-up show.
It's past 9 o'clock, isn't it? It's past 9 o'clock, isn't it? It's 9 o'clock watershed.
Yeah. It's past 10. And it's not a safe space, by the way. This is a space for men to talk truth and to bring the prophecy to the world. This is the truth. We don't sugarcoat things here. So, what I'm saying is, the one who rejected you showed you more respect by saying, you know what, you and me cannot work. The one who says, where are you taking me to? Where are we going? She's trapping you. But you think because she's hot, she's sexy, you want to fuck her, you think you think you are in the right position, but you are in the wrong position. You've lost.
Yeah,
You're
we lost.
sleeping
We
with
lost.
her,
Yeah.
and we know because we went through the court. But I'm not saying, oh, it's the man's fault. Let's ignore the woman. What I'm saying is, if we don't change, women cannot change. It's impossible. The same way, if you want to change the shape of your hand, if you break the hand can never be straight if the bone is broken. And as long as the bone is straight, the hand can never be bent.
Yep.
And it's the same with females. If we don't put the boundaries in place, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can never, it's impossible for them to change. What do you think, though? What do you think?
Well, I think you're right. But then how does a relationship work then? Because everyone adapts. When you get into a relationship, you adapt. You adapt to each other, don't you? You adapt. You accept things that you would
don't.
normally accept.
No.
But that's what people do. That's
No.
what people do.
But that is men not being men. That's why women say they can't find a man.
Okay.
Because that's not what men do.
But
A
I
man
just
says,
do what I want. That's what I'm saying. I just do what I want these days. I just do what I want now. That's the
Yeah,
benefits of being
yes,
single. But I will stay single
yes,
because
but
Go on.
no. What I'm saying is, you build a structure, you build a vision, right? It's like, let's say,
1111
like this show. We are doing this show. You
double
have
one,
a
double, yeah,
vision.
1111. It's angel numbers. That's all.
Sorry.
111
Oh,
111.
okay. Yeah. So you have a vision for what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Like with your course.
Yeah.
I follow your course. I didn't come and you understand? I'll adapt to your course based on the structure you've provided me.
Yeah.
You said 30 days. I said, okay, I'm marking 30 days.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I know that's the structure to follow.
Yeah.
It's the same way as like I have my show. We bring the truth, we bring the prophecy. So we speak raw truth. We attack topics that are taboo. That if we're in a pub, they will say, "Excuse me, you are disrupting the other guests. Can you please leave?"
Yeah.
That's the conversation we are having, right?
Yeah.
So, but that is what we've put forward. This guy said no swearing. We are going to swear because that is the structure of the show. So if somebody else says they want to hear the swearing, they will swear. We love everybody. We welcome everybody. But if our message is not for you,
It's vocabulary. It's just vocabulary. You don't have to get offended by it. It's just it's like when I'm phoning up, speaking to Amazon or whatever, dealing with some rubbish there, and I swear, and they're like, "Oh, don't swear at me." And I'm like, "Well, it's just language. It's just how I talk. What are you getting offended for?"
but I wouldn't swear on Amazon.
I swear,
Like,
anyone.
you know, when I came on your show,
I swear with my daughter. I swear with my daughter. I just swear. It's just my language. It's like, look at Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk. Yeah, he's quite cool. He can't help it. He swears a lot. Do you know about him? Do you know Gary Vaynerchuk? Yeah, you know. Have you seen his stuff? Yeah. So
I have.
So he's like a CEO, and he just people say to him about his language and stuff, and it's like Ricky Gervais. If you don't like the jokes, and fuck off. It's not for you. Don't turn it over. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
That's correct. You remember when I came on your show, I asked you, is it okay to swear?
Yeah.
If you said no, I'll respect that structure and not swear.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't tolerate swearing in my home. Like the kids cannot swear.
Yeah.
If I hear my son swearing, or daughter swearing at the mother, you are in trouble.
Oh no!
Because we don't do that.
Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, when I was swearing with my daughter, don't get anyone misquote me on that. Yeah, I'm not being funny. Me and my ex-wife, she's my ex-wife. Yeah, it wasn't perfect. My daughter heard us swearing. We were swearing at each other. My daughter was there. To think that she doesn't go to school and swear would be naive. Yeah. So, but I don't allow her. I wouldn't say she was allowed to swear at her mum. But when we have in the flow of conversation, when we are talking to each other, even when she was even a couple of years ago, we were exchanging text messages. I called her knobhead or whatever, and her mum got hold of the text messages, took them into court, and tried making a thing of it. She only showed some of the text messages, me swearing at my daughter, but then I took the whole conversation in, and it showed my daughter swearing at me, and it was banter. It was just jokes. It's like, that's how we communicate. The judge was like, well, it looks like they've both got a very good relationship. They've got a good relationship. They can communicate with each other. They know whether it's just how their relationship is. And that, so it's not, I wouldn't say, she doesn't go out swearing at people because of that. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? And she's 18 now. And she's 18 now.
Yeah, she's an adult, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So every man, you see, that's the difference. A man has to define his own structure.
Yeah.
But today's males want the society to provide the structure.
Oh, they want spoon fed. Yeah, 100%, 100%. They're sheep. They're
That's
sheep.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, so even if the woman changed, who are they going to follow? And it's
Exactly.
not in the interest of the people who are controlling the society to relinquish their power. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
But
so,
wait,
so, so that's the problem.
that's it, exactly
Go
it.
on.
There's people who control society, and there's people who control. There are people that everything is created because it's divide and conquer. They want people arguing with each other. They want that's the world's spitting out a negative frequency right now, and whether I don't want to go too deep into it, but I could go deep into it. But the people who I heard something earlier, America is you've got a president and you've got a vice president and you've got So America is a business. America is like it's a business, and there's people above Donald Trump that run that business, and he reports into them. It's the same as England. It's there's people who are controlling transgenderism and that sort of stuff. They want that they're teaching that into schools and whatever. They're teaching sexual education to kids at a younger age. That's because of the people. It's deep and dark, man. It's crazy. And you know what as well? They teach the difference between private school and state school. I've learned recently that they teach kids in private schools how to actually think. Yeah, but they teach kids in state schools how to obey, if that makes sense. How to do as they're told.
Follow.
But they teach. So you're always the people that in private schools, they go off and they know how to manage the people who are in the public schools, and that's how fucked society is, and it is messed up.
In many private schools, the teachers call the kids Mr. and Miss to show them respect. Whereas in private school, you're just little Johnny. But that's the point. That's the point I'm making. So because people don't realize they can, like you said last time, you create your own reality.
Yeah. 100%.
People don't realize that. People don't
you live by your own
realize that.
standards. You set your own standards. You live by your own standards. You set your own standards, and that comes into with your own self-love. That's not being arrogant or being rude. That's just you have to respect yourself. You have to love yourself, and when you've been, sometimes you have to actually love yourself. You have to have someone abuse you or take something you love or break you. You have to be broken to be able to love yourself. If that makes sense.
Yes, but notice something. Conservative women tend to stand by their men more, right, than liberal women.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
But conservative men put more. I won't say they are perfect, but they put more structure in place.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. If all the men or most men put structure in place, most of the women will stand by them automatically because they don't want to lose that.
And that's what they know. That's what they know. Because that's what being from the start.
So the same way the guy doesn't want to lose the pussy, so he conforms.
Yeah.
When she gets a guy she respects, she doesn't want to lose him.
Yeah. Makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all the men like the red pill, all that stuff, complaining about women, you're wasting your time.
It's on you
because it's on you.
Yeah.
You put the structure. You look at yourself. Like I look at myself. I'm like I'm gonna be upfront, right? I've put on more fat than I should, and I know because it goes against my personality. That's not how I live my life. I'm not saying every man should be that way. It's wrong for me.
Yeah.
I must do it if I am to maintain the respect of my children, respect of everybody, because it is not natural for me to be that way. Another guy, that's his thing. But everybody has one thing or two things or three things that is like, if you change it, it messes up everything in your life. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not obvious to people. So my point is, we have to start putting structures, which is what has been my weakness for a long time in my life. If my structure was in place properly, I wouldn't have had to go through family court because I would have, which I did realize, because I remember sending a text to my friends. I won't repeat it out of the respect for my family, but basically, I need to end this now. And guess what? I didn't end it now, which I should have. So I knew I should have ended it.
Yep. I've been there.
I literally typed it. It's like, I'll see you at work tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? It was one of the guys who was working me. I sent it to him. So if we start putting structures, feminism cannot take hold. That is my belief.
Yeah, I
Because
hear you because we're not
because the
accepting it
woman
because we're not because we're creating reality. We're creating our own reality. We're creating our own environment that will not accept that in the first place. That wouldn't accept that anyway. If that makes sense.
yeah
So
because
I hear you.
because if the woman knows she disrespects you, you dump her,
Yeah.
and she doesn't want to lose you, she don't disrespect you.
Yeah.
But if
But
you
the,
but
but the
if she
problem you've
knows
got.
you take it,
Yep. Go on.
yeah. So if she knows you take it, she'll keep doing it. It's like you draw a line in the sand, she'll cross
But
it, then you draw another one.
But you know what the problem is, don't you? You know what the problem is, don't you? There's too many single parent households with single women bringing up kids, bringing up boys, bringing up men. Not bringing up men, they're bringing up boys, and then they're mothering them or whatever. And then men, the boys, don't know how to manage the boundaries. They're used to being these mums are nasty. There's something wrong with them. Let's be honest. The amount of times I might use my ex-wife. She still hasn't spoken to me for like over 10 years, whatever. Since the only time she'll speak to me is if she's in court, right? I won't go to court with anymore. But the fact is, that's her personality trait now. That's her personality. She needs help. She doesn't hate me. She doesn't realize this, but she doesn't hate me. I've triggered something inside her from her childhood that she's angry with, but she hasn't gone and got therapy for that. So she thinks that she's actually angry with me. So she actually needs therapy. And there's not just her like that. There's all these women that are like that. All these women that hold resentment and anger against men. Yeah, there's some really bad. I get it. Some men are really bad, and the really bad ones, like really, really bad ones, if you know what I'm saying. That I respect that. I get that. Yeah, be into a poll. It's anything to do with physical, like really bad physical, and if anything physical and anything sort of bad like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's I totally get it. I totally get it. But then there's too many people who don't experience that. I wasn't that bad. I was verbally abusive to my ex-wife. We were verbally abusive to each other. I shouldn't have let myself get that. I should have been able to emotionally regulate. Yeah, I failed. But the fact is, I've learned that now. But the fact is, I didn't. I can put it like I shouldn't have responded that way. But she's still got the problem. She's still not fixed. And there's so many people out there who get labelled as being the problem. But then the actual problem is that we can get on with our lives. We move on. We're the ones. The men are the ones that are struggling, and the ones that get lonely, and the ones who have to get on with life. And you know, you're here alone. You're alone. You got to fucking figure shit out for yourself. And it's like we get made to be like that bad, but then actually we move on. We deal with shit. The women, they hold on to it, and they fucking hold on to it, and then it turns into their personality. And that's they need help. They're the ones who need therapy, but no one actually picks up on that.
That's why I said Hannah Spear. Look her up. I'll send you the message. Her name. So you can look up the channel. It's you'll love it. You'll love it. But so here's the point. There are also lovely women out there who want a man who has a structure.
Yeah, but so Vandana. Yeah, Vandana. My soulmate, Vandana. She was Indian. She was Indian. She wasn't English, and that's why I said that. Like the Western women are not worth dating. They're not. You need to go.
No, like, there are some nice Western women too. There are some good women if you give them a chance. But the only way
you just said you give them a chance. No. You just said if you give them a chance, right? So you need to give them a chance. So you just a certain bat. So you're saying you're not to give them a chance. But then you're saying you
give them a chance, but the way you give them a chance is you say, hello, my name is John Paul. My name is Jason. My name is Matthew. I would like you to come for a drink with me this weekend. You just gave her a chance.
Yeah. Okay.
She can say yes or she can say no.
Yeah.
And it may take you 50 women. Heck, it may take you 100. But is it not better to spend 5 minutes with 100 women and one will love you for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Than to go to meet one that's gonna make the rest of your lifetime a misery.
Hell, yeah. Make sure that's the thing. The key message here is make sure you find the right woman, because if you don't, she'll ruin your life. And that's the biggest thing. And if I had a son, that's my biggest lesson. I'd be like, you need to make sure you pick the right woman, and that is not going to be the first one you pick. That's not going to be the one you meet, the first one you meet. You need to make sure you got the right one. Because if you've got the wrong one, your life is fucked. Your life is screwed.
Yep. But Jason, we've run out of time for today. So what is your last words for the audience?
Everything is as everything should be. It always is. Otherwise, it would be another way. It's not. It's this way. So this is how it should be.
Right. So I'm gonna send us out. Thank you, Jason. No, I agree with you. So I'm gonna take you off. I'm gonna sign you out. I'm gonna catch you on the back end.
Yes, mate.
But let me sign us out.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Babel.
much.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. That was just a little drop of prophecy. Jason is got lots of great stuff. Check out his channels. Go find the Alienated Dads Network on YouTube. I'm also going to put the link on the description. Tomorrow I'm speaking with Dr. Stephen T, and we are going to touch some of these topics. Actually, he has quite an opposing view to what I'm talking about. So if you're on X, find me, Brave Fathers, at 1 o'clock GMT tomorrow. It's going to be a good time. And I'm going to see you next week. Thank you so much. Visit me at bravefathers.com. If you need any help with your court case or you just want to bounce ideas, talk about anything that matters to you pertaining to the topics we talk about, get in touch. Thank you so much. I'm signing out now.
BraveFathers.com.